can't fight what you can't see, Benton wannabe! Where are you?
Whoever or whatever was fighting me had to be the real perpetrator, not Rusty. It was just a few days ago with me on my lunch break, scrolling through social media on my smartphone, when one news story caught my eye.
Mr. Irving, you have a visitor.
What do you want?
Don't you remember me from 7th grade?
The group project? Rex?
Rusty bailed me out when I was slacking off the night before the project's due date. Not only was helping him the right thing to do, but I owed him big time for saving my ass all those years ago. He was a nice kid back in grade school. That, and I knew him rather decently, so him attempting to rob someone just didn't seem in character for him, let alone attempting murder.
I was on my evening swim when I heard the screaming come from a nearby house. It sounded like a mare and her daughter screaming for help, and since my phone was dead, I had no choice but to intervene myself. By the time I got in the house, though, it was pitch quiet, until the mother and her daughter emerged from behind a table. Then I heard a "freeze!" yelled right behind at me. But what's the point? Not even you would believe that story. Everyone now thinks I'm a no-good crook.
I believe you, Rusty.
So the mare and her daughter were being attacked by the invisible intruder.
Turns out Rusty was making up his story. Or that's what I thought.
I need to use a bathroom. Draw, what are you doing?
Watching ice melt! Duh.
I don't have time for this.
What was I thinking? That invisibility had to have been a magic act of some kind.
Okay, so it can't be Nefaria. She's still locked up. Maybe it's not so magical as it is science-y? Hey, Sniffer! What do you mean?
There hasn't been any research done on invisibility cloaking technology at Kinsville U for over half a decade.
Do you know any other studies or experiments being conducted on the matter?
I know the famous Goober tried inventing an invisibility cloak about 2 years ago, but scrapped it for unknown reasons. Though I have no idea how you'll be able to speak to a scientist that famous in Webkinz.
I might have just synthesized
The liquid one would find in the fountain of youth. You're the real Webkinz world version of
That's not important right now. I need your help. Wait, why do you look much younger than usual?
Well, you see...
Look, never mind. Why did you scrap your invisibility cloaking technology projects a few years back?
There was no external off switch for the cloak. If some evildoer got his or her grasping appendages on it, the authorities would have had quite the hard time finding said crook. I actually surrendered it to the police soon after I found that out.
Let's just say I lost a good deal of sleep that night figuring out whether there had been a break-in at any nearby police station. To my own shock, there was one about a month before Rusty got framed.
So, the robber jumped into a body of water to escape, Oh. And the thief was either orange or brown? Good thing I'm off tomorrow.
Some time for me to ask you some questions.
What do you even want to ask me?
Did you steal an invisibility cloak about a month ago?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was quick to realize he wouldn't just expose himself like that.
Yeah, no. The one created by Goober, who surrendered it to the king.
What? The real Ben 10? Everybody swear!
Where are you? Wait. Did he turn invisible?
Hey Rex, found something that might aid your little investigation. The mother attacked has been divorced for over a year? Does her ex-husband have a criminal record of any sort? Not sure. Oh god, it's really starting to make sense!
There she is. Is anyone else here? No? Good. Shh! I'm not here to hurt you. I need your help.
What do you want?
Why did you and your husband divorce over a year ago?
My daughter Jennifer was dating a boy who had recently come out as bisexual. I was fully accepting, but my husband Ken said he didn't want to raise a girl who dates mistakes.
Ken's a police officer, right?
Yes.
That's all I need to know.
Alright, Chief, I'm heading home for the night. I thought I got rid of you!
Too bad. I know that you're behind Rusty Irving's wrongful incarceration. You framed him.
Shut up, freak! I didn't frame anyone!
You were the officer who arrested Irving and you showed up at his place in a matter of minutes once your ex-wife called 911.
I can't turn invisible like you, dumbass!
Except you stole Dr. Goober's invisibility cloak from the police station last month. You then put it on to terrorize Holly and her daughter as a form of revenge for your former wife not taking your side and instead divorcing you. And you got lucky enough to make Rusty look like the perpetrator, all due to convenience.
It's not natural for her to... You know what? I don't even know why we're having this conversation. Sure, I stole the invisibility cloak, but guess what? Large, vicious sharks are far more likely to get arrested by us cops than a graceful horse like myself. Plus, you got no proof of what I really did whatsoever.
Except for this.
Sure, I stole the invisibility cloak, but guess what? Large, vicious sharks are far more likely to get arrested by us cops than a graceful horse like myself. Plus, you got no proof of what I really did whatsoever. Give me that! Alright, you asked for it! I need backup ASAP! I'm being attacked by real... Oh, and remember what I said?
Two can play that game.
Come out, you coward!
Right behind you. Did I just do that?
Freeze!
Ken framed Rusty Irving for the break-in and attempted murder. Here's the evidence.
Hey! I said freeze!
That's enough, Rookie. I think we have all the evidence we need right here. Mr. Irving, it appears that you were framed by one of our fellow officers. All of the charges against you have been dropped, and you'll be financially compensated for the time that you wrongfully spent here. You're free to go. We're so sorry for all the trouble we caused you.
That real-life Ben 10 piece of shit!